Hi everyone, welcome back to Swing Force. Here's another video about the key to squaring the club face early in the downswing. If we look at Dustin Johnson, I want to show you that he has a bowed left wrist at the top of his backswing, and in transition he holds this position because the club face is already square to his target. Now, not everyone can do this bowed move at the top of their backswing, and their grip and other movements will determine whether their club face is square, toe pointing down, or shut where it's facing more up at the sky at the top of the backswing. Similarly, Jordan Spieth has a flexed wrist at the top of his backswing, but his club face is more square or open than Dustin Johnson's. But again, he keeps his wrist in flexion in the downswing. But for other players who have neutral wrists at the top of the backswing or a more cupped wrist position, how do they get their club face square early? Well, they do the same thing. They move their wrist from a cupped position into a more flexed position, where the back of their glove hand is facing more away from the target. An easier way of feeling this is by taking your right hand for a right-hander and feel like the palm is facing away from the target in the downswing. If you try this at home, you'll see that as you move your wrists into this position, it's squaring the club face early. Another interesting view of this is Stacey Lewis. From this angle, we can really see there is flexion in her glove hand, and once she moves into this position, we can see that the club face is closing as the driver head is pointing more up at the sky. So I've used players that make this move more apparent, but it is essential for squaring the club face early. If we look at someone who has a less noticeable appearance, Lydia Ko's cupped wrist at the top of the backswing, then as we see the back of the glove looking more visible as she turns it away from the target, and by about halfway down we can see the wrist definitely is still in flexion. What's important here is that some players will do this at the top of the backswing or later on in the downswing, but the movement is still the same. So make sure that you are using this in your game for straighter shots. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my website www.swingforce.co.uk for lessons, etc. And please follow my Instagram page at swingforce1990.